Okay, I think it's working now. Yeah, so welcome guys to the third stream. There were a bunch of things I was trying to like go over, and yeah, there you have it. I'm like right here trying to like deliver this one to you today. There has been a lot of things going on, you know, all over the inch space. I could tell you that one for a sec. For a real segment, there's been a lot of things going on, and today right here I'm just going to walk you through on everything that happened so far in the last couple of days, like Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Today's Tuesday. So without further ado, I think we could just like get on it, right? Yeah, we could like get on it. Get on it. So share my screen here to walk you through everything that's gone on so far in the past couple of days. If you cannot hear me, please signify if you cannot hear me. But right here, we're just gonna like walk through the entire thing, and I will be sure to like keep an eye on my chat section. So let me just go over there so I could like watch it out. Yeah, give me a second. Let me just set that out real quick. I think I'll just pause the live and take a good watch at that section. Yeah, so I'm mostly going to just be focusing on the chats from YouTube. I think there's something wrong with my streaming platform. It's crazy, but yeah, here we are. So we have got a lot today. First off, let's walk through the loop stake, right? The loop stake that went live a couple of days ago, and I informed in the last one, I informed that hey, you guys, be prepared. The loop stake. Oh, first of all, let me just greet everyone. So you guys are welcome here. GM, this is the third one. And we're just gonna, it's a chill session as always, usually. So we just want to walk through what has been going on, in the ecosystem. So right here with us here, we have the loop stake. I'll get to newbies in a second, but right here, let's focus on things that are really important, real quick, fast this morning. So there's a loop stake which I talked about in the last session, right? With Hydro Protocol forged with Neptune, and they have like this loop stake thing going on in the sense that you have like the ability to stake and earn more with a greater APR, about like 20 instead of like the usual 10% APY, stuff like that. That's what's happening with Loopstick here. But the problem, after doing some research, and everything, I discovered that yeah, it has been maxed out again. So we don't really like have the liberty right now to get into it live, because already I said it. I know I took part in it, very just very little, just take a couple of INJ in there, but real quick, I said it already, and I still retweeted it. Let me just show you what is happening right now. It has been maxed out at 400k, in total value. And someone in the comment section was like, hey, you guys, at this point, you guys have to like get to 1 million because it gets filled up really fast. So there's the how it works, and this is what I'm talking about here. Real quick, it's already full up to the maximum. Again, this thing went live around 5 a.m. UTC today. It's crazy, but it shows proof of life that things are like going on. Okay, so there's something else before we leave Hydro's page here. There's something else that has to catch our attention. So yesterday we attended like a space with Neptune Finance. If you're not there, well, that's why you're watching me today. You're watching me here because I think I'll just like summarize everything that went on, and I'll share maybe one alpha from you that I got, in that entire space. So the airdrop with NEPT, which is Nept, right? Neptune's token is going to happen really, really soon. Now, as for the time and the date, I can't really conclude or give you news on the time and date. Well, it was not really like spelled out, but you just need to keep an eye on Neptune's page for that. But on the other hand, Hydro Protocol is like, hey, you can mint INJ and earn Nept tokens and earn the Nept airdrop, right? So as the TG approaches, the interest in Nept becomes vast. So a total of 1% of the total supply will be distributed to INJ holders. So if we can see, we will take multiple snapshots, and it's not over yet, right? So if we just want to expand this, Remember that you can still qualify for the NEPT airdrop by holding HING. So that's the one I wanted to share to you here. So NEPT airdrop is going to happen like pretty soon. Like the TG is going to happen pretty soon. And you have your opportunity here. If you didn't stick with the Neptune validator, there is your opportunity right here, right now. Okay, as you can see, this tweet is here today, December 10th. You have the opportunity right now to actually get some hinge so that you can qualify for the next airdrop. Right now, watching this one, it's a quick one, it's a time-based thing. That's why I just like flew into what we have for the day. Okay, so I'll definitely be like holding HINJ and everything. So someone is here, and what about the HINJ lend to Neptune? It also counts. Just things that revolve around HINJ will give you the option to qualify for the airdrop for the NEPT token, right? So the snapshot has been taken, so you have your chance. Do that. You could do that right after the stream. I mean, it's still like morning where I am. I don't know where you are, like as you can see, but you need to get on it like real quick. Okay, so moving on to other things that are happening in the space there. Let me just talk about the space for a second. In the space there, they spoke about the token. There were a bunch of guests in there, you know, and I also got to, or we also got to, we got to learn new things, and we got a particular chat for those of us who are interested in things like airdrops, right? I can't really explain airdrops right now. Maybe towards the ending parts I'll get to just talk about these few things, right? It's just a program for you to like watch real quick every morning to get your day on Tuesdays and Fridays, right? So there is airdrops. There are tons of airdrops in the space. If at all you want to take charge of what you see, I got to understand that there's a guy called Airdrop Glide, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Airdrop Glide app. Okay, so this app enables you, this was the intel from the space, right? This app enables you to sort of like keep track of almost every airdrop you come across in Web3. I mean, almost any. Oh, yeah, I thought I followed that. Almost any airdrop you come across. And let me make you understand what we're talking about here. So, if we check in the app, okay, we let just fly real quick. I'll just fly real quick. So checking in the app here, you get to see and experience. You know, airdrops are plenty. You can't like keep track of every airdrop you see every single time. You may forget one or two, but you see this page. This page gives you a breakdown of airdrops as plenty as hell. Okay, so there's the live ones, there's the test nets, there's the coming soon. There is also the completed tab. As you can see, coming soon, Neptune is also in here. NEPT is also in here. There is the PRYZ Paradise, there's the Journey, you know, so from just tons of ecosystems. So you watching this particular stream have this intel, and now you could actually, if you're watching it on mobile, you could download this app by just saving it to your home screen if you're using Chrome. As you can see, things are going on live, like it's plenty in here. There's like updates to everything. Let me give you an example. Like, hey, let's say Hyperliquid, right? It was an airdrop, and they were like, hey, last update 29, description of it, the website of it, what do you use to qualify? Use this. How do you claim it's there? The guide is also a tweet which you can click, it will take you over there. I mean, we're here, we're going to like walk through everything. Once you look at that, you see the guide, right? You check if it's distributed, yes or no. Sometimes it says no. Then there's their Twitter, their Medium, their Telegram, their Discord. As you can see, the tweet I clicked here for the guide, assuming you had no idea, I just want to be like, oh, hey, this airdrop is going on. How do I get started? It's also here, as you can see, right here, right here. The guide is literally right here. Okay, so that is one thing they shared that I think will be of great interest besides the NEPT token distribution and what has happened at the background, right? This is one thing they shared. Very big ups to, oh, thank you very much to Airdrop Glide, you know, for sharing this particular one. And if you want to walk over to Neptune to check out what was going on, as you can see, it also says here the same thing, description of the project, the website to get it, what do you need to qualify, right? Lend or borrow assets on Neptune or stake INJ with the Neptune validator. Already we've passed this phase, but I'm just trying to show you so you understand what I'm sharing to you. This particular tool will save you a lot of time tracking or joining in so many airdrops. So, brothers, sisters, if you're here, trust me, this particular one is for all of us, right? Everything you may need is actually here. The status also is being updated time to time. Okay, so it's not just like you just leave it, you also just be keeping an eye on it. It's not so bad, right? As you can see, there are plenty of them, live ones up to like 3 tabs, and they keep on getting updated. So shout out to airdrop glide for that one. Like I said, you could save the app on your phone, save it from Chrome, add it to your home screen. You get it as an app, so you can just check it time to time. Just stay in the curve, right? Stay in the curve, know what's going on. Get your hands on airdrops, time to time. So that's about that. And we also have here the latest from Swissborg. Buying and staking INJ has never been so easy like what we are seeing here. It's pretty amazing to see. Okay, and of course, Injective always continues to stay top one among the top projects by broker score. Then there is the summary, which I talked about the last time. We're not going to go into that, but only one thing I might want to add here is that there is the lottery app that's been teased by Dennis. Let me just walk you through on that one. The lottery app that's been teased by Dennis. I think that was something I didn't mention yet, but I mean that's why we're here. So that is going to fly really soon, and we hope to continue seeing stuff about it. So this is just a short teaser, right? This is like a short teaser on what is going on. As you can see, there's like the display of the couple of INJ tokens there on Paradise website, and it's looking pretty slick if you ask me. Powered by agents, and agents enjoying the winners. Everything just among the whole AI thing that's going on right now, which is not bad at all. I think that's one thing I have to like mention. Keep an eye on what is going on at the background. Then the burning auction, the burn status continues, the weekly burn, and that's about it for the burning. The airdrop, Neptune has been having so much news for community folks in here. There is also the meme contest going on. I have to like mention this. So even if you're not a part of the community, this can be your way to get extra cash. Also, just support Injective. I think you have to understand the community to a certain level before you can be able to create some kind of memes on this. So although it may be community oriented, but in some way it is not limited to community, right? So you could get in there, participate in this one by just quoting this post, with your meme about the communities, right? And you can see here the best three will be getting 10 inch, 5 inch, 3 inch, and so on. And as of today's price, I guess you could get to understand that this pool is probably over like 200 plus, or maybe even over 300. So that there is that for the community. There is also the new thing that's going on with Timeworks, where you get to like learn alongside being a member. Okay, this opens up new opportunities for us being members to sort of like upskill whatever it is that we are doing. So as you can see here, Timeworks, which is a decentralized application development course at the University of Polytechnica, of Bucharest, introduces students to advanced decentralization systems, Web3 tech, and their connections to Web2. So you can see here, Injective is fronting on that movement also, and Timeworks is pretty good data processing layer for next-gen AI. So most things that revolve around AI, we are getting up to speed real good with things around AI. So there's no surprise to this particular one. There's no surprise to this particular one. And at this junction, we will have the final community call, okay? And that is going to be tomorrow, right? By 4 or by 3 p.m. UTC, okay? And in this particular one, I think obviously the team, the team from Injective Labs will be there. So you can just like pop in, ask the community guy OS is like, hey, If you have any questions for the team or for Eric, the founder, you'll ask your questions right away by tomorrow, 3 p.m. UTC, live in the Discord. So don't miss that for anything. It's been quite the journey so far. And BlackRock, you know, um, like I say, Injective is making a quite the tough move, quite the very tough move. Real bold steps have been taken towards real world asset tokenization. Okay, and they have like an entire read here, which anybody can get to on this particular one. So the summary to this is just basically the things that were not available to people generally is now available are much more accessible through Helix app on Injective, right? So there's a whole read. If you want the official thing, the whole read is here. You could just like get into it, and it's going to be pretty interesting. But besides that, there is no crazy thing. There is no crazy thing here, just other than an announcement here that Injective is the first ETP that was launched on 21 shares and has now reached 3 million AUM. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Injective is quite good. But that's about it for the updates so far. And one thing I might want to mention, let's just walk through on BitGet. Let's walk through on BitGet. Let's see if I think today should be like the last day if you wanted to stake INJ to yield Zion. If you wanted to do that, now is the time for you to do that. And what are we sitting at here? Let's quickly check what we are sitting at here with Zion. Let me just run you the charter. I'm not going to discuss anything crazy about price, but it's I think it's a fair market. Green, a couple of greens, and a couple of reds. But let's check for Zion. Let's check for Zion real quick. So to understand where we're at. So Zion is at 5.5. I think it's a perfect entry at this particular point. It's a perfect entry for anyone who wants to get a couple of more Zion tokens. Now, if you stake INJ on BitGet today, being the deadline, right? You have the opportunity to yield Zion of about 100%, if I'm not mistaken. If that is still the terms, or those are still the terms, about 100% you could get the entire thing, right? You get the entire thing in there. So just why not just like fly in on it? There's a ton of announcements going on everywhere. Okay, so that is that about the updates on what has been happening so far. Like I said, please do well to also download. For those guys who are chasing things like airdrops, do well to also download Airdrop Glide app. That was shared, pretty significant and pretty helpful also for you not to miss stuff and know how to participate. You don't need to ask questions every single time. Right now, if you need any other help, of course, you can come to me. My DM is always open on X, right? My DM is always open on X. Let me see. Did I put down the screen? Yeah, okay. So my DM is always open on X. You will come to me and it's going to be, I'm going to like answer, of course, obviously. Now, leaving all these things, let's just get into something. So, I also said that this is going to be a workshop for guys who want to sort of learn how to edit, right? So I think today I'm just going to spare the next couple of minutes to talk about what needs to be, or the kind of mindset you need to have, right? So a couple of people asked me in the community, hey, how do you do a couple of animation and stuff, whatever your videos to float around, where do you get like the ideas or the intel? I think right here, the last 10 minutes of this particular stream, I use it to say, hey, also, I still acknowledge that there are new people in the space. I have had a couple of people on the stream. I had a person, a guest last time on the stream. If you want to start afresh with something like editing, right? Basic editing, especially with your mobile phone, you need to check on the last stream. I tagged the Astro Hub. There was like this whole conversation in there and how to actually join in the community to learn that. And I'm saying that because sometimes you need some visuals and some videos, right? But here, for somebody who already has some ground knowledge and wants to like know what's up, this is what we're going to do today. Right now, we're just going to develop the mindset to editing, right? Um, I think people often think that you just like get into editing just like that, right? They feel like you get into editing just like that, but I can tell you here that you don't just get into editing just like that. It's actually a whole process, right? You have to imagine what you want to do first, right? The moment you can imagine what you want to do, you're going to have like you're going to mostly have like the whole thought process together. The first thing you do once you think about what you want to do, I think it's always best to like script your ideas down or write. Use your laptop or something. Just write something down, and you're going to have like a roadmap. Now you have to sort of do the research. So writing your ideas down, right? Do the research so that whatever you want to present, we're not getting into any. It will have been lovely to get into editing today, but since this is like the first time, we're sort of just kickstarting this whole particular one already. I said basic designing could be learned on Astro Hub, right? In a couple of moments, maybe in the next stream, the logos will be appearing there, so you understand what I'm saying. But if not, you could watch the last stream. Um, write your ideas down, do your research, prepare yourself. I think that's one of the most important aspects also. Prepare yourself. I don't mean the tools right here, because people often make excuses that the tools are sort of like the things that make them delay or just have it like bad with their experience, which is not supposed to be. I think you need to focus on the craft. If you ask me, I think you need to focus on the craft more than actually thinking of the outcome. Okay, the moment you can focus on the craft, I mean, the outcome is sort of like you walk away. You could just like glide through the entire thing, and yeah, once you are prepared, right? Once you are prepared, I think you can as well go ahead with it, and uh, anybody could like just yeah, like anybody could like be with you throughout the entire time. You could invite guests to make it more fun. Oh, sorry, I'm talking about streaming. Yeah, you could actually have friends over for your videos actually, so that you can talk to the person, But if you're talking by yourself, you need to like have your entire script, write your ideas down, script yourself, everything. I'll probably tell you like the entire process. We have like limited time right now, but right here, you know, what I'm trying to present to you here is just that you need to like have like the certain mindset towards it. You need to do some research in order to go about it. And probably in the next stream, I'm sort of going to just like maybe we'll just walk through one basic edit. We'll find a random one, or I'll send the form for you to just make a random video. Just send it into the form, put it on your drive, send the link into the form, and we're just going to use that one video, however it may be, to just run a very quick edit within like I think 5 minutes, I guess. And I'll also be looking at the comment section for anybody, or the live chat for anybody who wants to just like come up, and talk to us, or just ask a couple of questions, or just want like live feedback. I always give room for people to talk. So be sure to always just like chime in, every single time. Just chime in on the live chat section, and I'll just like pull you up. But I think that's about it for today. We have had like the updates. We have also had like the first ideas towards what we want video making to look like for yourself as a person. You have to think about it, write your ideas down, do some research, right? So that to balance with your ideas, and be sure to prepare yourself. That is the most essential. It may be the fourth one, but it's the most essential thing to do. Always like prepare yourself. What do I mean by prepare yourself? Do anything which you must to make your mindset there. If you have something bothering you, sort it out, right? If you have like this agenda, you want to maybe like play some games, take some time off. It's not going to kill anyone. You're just going to have yourself happy, and have yourself very grateful and ready to present actually. I kind of like mixed the video editing and the streaming for a second there. But yeah, you can also have guests for real. In video making, you could have guests like real life. If it's somebody, you guys talk together probably about a topic, it's going to be way much more easy than for you to just sit down and kind of like be looking for what to say. Okay. Another thing you can do is to actually do a video call, maybe record the screen, right? And you have to use like a microphone to record the person's audio so that you can use it in your content. That's assuming you don't like to go solo, like making any video at all, any video. But for solo things, campaigns or whatever, you just have to have those four things, right? You need to have those four things. Imagine your process, write your ideas down, do awesome research, and prepare yourself ready. So those are like the four things I'll leave you with. Now, if at all, or for this journey, we're going to make use of CapCut. Now, if you use mobile, I can assure you the processes are kind of similar, but it's just that there are different layouts. But I will also tell you, like once you search somewhere in the PC version, you also see it in the mobile version, right? So that's it about this stream. I hope that you guys can get on everything I said so far. And I'll GM to you guys. I'll see you